Hello everyone, how are we doing today? I'm here with another case review for you guys here, and this is going to be called the iFrogz Luxe for the 2G, and I don't want to speak too soon, I don't want to speak ahead of time, but this might be my most favorite case that I've actually reviewed so far to date. I love this casing, I love the color I selected, there's 3 other colors you can choose from, there's 4 total, and it is a great casing. I'm going to actually take it out so you guys can actually see it yourselves, and cool thing about it, nice little feature also, the casing will be included with a screen protector, and seeing how screen protectors can be like $14 nowadays for a couple pack or for a pack of a few, it's definitely a nice feature to be able to get one for free included here. So here's my actual screen protector included. I'll take that out and move it aside, but here is the casing. It is gorgeous, it feels great, it looks great, it protects great, it's a great casing. There's really no problems here actually with the casing itself. So this is going to be called the Luxe from iFrogz, as you see down at the bottom, and I don't know the feeling of this. I've never felt this feeling before. It feels like a hard plastic, but it's ridiculously smooth, almost like a rubber silicone casing. It's just a ridiculously smooth, very glossy feeling casing, and what it is here is the casing will come in a bunch of different colors. There's like red that I got, I think like a blue, a green, maybe a purple. There's a few different colors over on their website, so you go check that out over here in the more info section. I do have a link, but when you actually see the backing of it, it's definitely a nice, very hard, very durable casing. But you slide over to the front, and as you see here, these black strips is going to be felt, so you know that your device inside will be babied. It looks nice from the front even, but this just feels great. The entire casing, there's no flaws with it. The only 2 things that I've had a problem with, the bottom dock connector, as you see right there, this little port, is a little bit tinier than I would like it to be. It's kind of hard to sync it onto some different docks, especially the third-party kind of dockings and chargers. But the other thing that I've had a problem with is it is a little bit difficult to actually try and take apart and to actually apply it onto your device. So what you do is you push down on this little tab right here to just push that down and slide it apart. So here are the different 2 pieces. These are the 2 pieces, very similar to some other cases out there. I know that there's the Touch Rebel, there's, what's that called, the Switch Easy Rebel, but I've already tried the Switch Easy Rebel and it was a great casing. This one, I'm going to come out on a limb and I'm going to say this casing is better. It feels better, it's better protection. I definitely think it's better protection. The Switch Easy has a couple flaws with it, with the protection and actually letting dust and stuff get into your casing. And then this nice little added felt part right here is definitely a great feature about the iFrogz Luxe. So I'm going to say this is better than Switch Easy Rebel. I know a lot of you are going to say it's very similar, and out of the 2, this is my favorite. This is quite possibly my most favorite iPod case that I've actually reviewed to date. I know I said that already, but I can't say it enough. So here we go, these are the 2 parts separated actually, and what I do is I will get my iPod, turn this over, and I'll show you how to apply it. So very easily, you slide your iPod right into there, and it's an extremely snug fit. So there's the top on my iPod actually, as you see right there, and then this bottom part, this is where it gets a little bit difficult, kind of a problem, but once you actually get it nice and secured in there, you definitely know that your iPod is going to be safe and secure. So you push this little button right under, you see it sliding, try and get this, and you snap, and there you go. So now it's nice and snug on my device, and it is not going anywhere, that is for certain, because it is a little bit more difficult to actually take this one apart as well. But as you see, all the creases are just go nice and overlaid together. There's really no separation. You can feel where the lines do cross, but it's a nice feeling. It feels like it's actually one piece that's pretty much just been glued or kind of just adhered to your iPod itself. It's very, very nice and snug. Your actual ports and all the openings, you do have great access to your volume rocker switch on the side. That's completely just exposed. Same with your sleep-wake button at the top. Your entire front screen is pretty much naked. There's a little bit of a ridge on the side here. You can hear that, kind of feel it, but if you can see there's a little bit of a ridge actually on the side, but nothing too major. It's definitely a nice feature is how exposed the iPod is and how naked it feels, because best thing about a casing, you want it to offer great protection, but you really don't want to be feeling the casing. You want to be feeling the iPod or iPhone itself. So that's a nice feature about this casing, is that it almost feels like it's not even existent. Down at the bottom, you do have great access to your 30-pin connector and your headphone jack, but like I was saying earlier, 30-pin connector is going to be a little bit smaller and a little bit tighter squeeze than I would like it to be. But other than that, Everything is nice and enclosed. You have great access to all of the ports and buttons. Your home button is obviously exposed because the entire front screen is going to be exposed to you. And this is a great casing, guys. I definitely recommend you go check this out. Alrighty, so one more time, guys, this is going to be called the iFrogz Luxe casing for the iPod Touch 2G. If you want to be able to check this out, I do have the link over here in the more info section. You can go over and check out all the fabulous colors they do have available. I definitely recommend this case. I swear on it. I love the casing. Haven't had too many problems with it aside from what I told you about the small dock connector and a little bit hard to actually access and take apart. But other than that, it's a great casing. I love it. Great feel, great protection. I do recommend it definitely. This is going to be called the Luxe iFrogz casing.